Did Kingdom Hearts 3 live up to its hype? Okay, so this is part 2 of the Kingdom Hearts review. Part 1 was a review on the gameplay, and this one is over the story. Now, I'm going to try to keep this mostly spoiler-free and talk as vaguely as possible because I don't want to spoil the ending, though I might end up doing it anyway, so you have been warned. Kingdom Hearts 3 picks right up after the events of KH3D and 0.2. Sora is sent off to regain his powers so that he can help save Aqua. Now, there are 8 Disney worlds, being the Olympus Coliseum, the Toy Box, Monstropolis, the Kingdom of Corona, 100 Acre Woods, Arendelle, the Caribbean, and San Francisco. I won't go into the story of each world beyond in all but the 100 Acre Woods. We meet one of the 13 Darknesses and are guided to find the power to save the rest of the 7 lights. Now, I group the Disney worlds into 3 separate groups. Group 1 are movie worlds, or worlds that Sora can be taken out of and nothing will change. Group 2 are original worlds, which have their own original stories. And the final are special worlds. Now, there are 2 special worlds, being the Coliseum and the 100 Acre Woods. These are the only worlds that you can go through either as an original story, or in the Coliseum's case, go through the movie, but it can make sense because of the previous games. Since both of the worlds are sequel stories to previous games, the worlds feel as if Sora is important regardless of what happens. Now, the movie worlds are my least favorite, as their storylines suffer from what many worlds in Kingdom Hearts 2 suffered from. Sora has little to no impact on the story. At least in the Kingdom of Corona, Sora is acting as a guard for Flynn and Rapunzel. The Caribbean has the advantage of adding fun new gameplay elements and making the movie story feel secondary. Arendelle, however, is the worst offender. As someone who is apathetic to Frozen, I found this world to be incredibly frustrating to go through. This is the first time Sora has had no impact on the story in-game. All Sora does is help put Olaf back together and fend off Marshmallow. Actually, he does more damage than help. If he hadn't helped distract Elsa's guard, he could have stopped Hans from getting to Elsa, or Marshmallow would have returned to help her sooner. Sora doesn't even say anything to them at the end of the world. This is the first and only time where Sora not being in the world doesn't matter. Like Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts 2, Frozen's world feels like filler. Arendelle was put in Kingdom Hearts 3 as a marketing tactic, and it is obvious. I may love this game, but this world would be soulless if it wasn't for the absolutely great way they wrote Sora, Donald, and Goofy in this game. I also just realized I complained a lot about this world, so here's something good about it. Sora gets the best line in the series in this world.
Good thing snow's so soft. We could do this 100 times.
Okay, original worlds. The Disney worlds I haven't talked about yet are our original story worlds. These are my favorite type of worlds because Sora's actions actually mean something. Each world takes place sometime after the respective movies, and because Square actually wrote the stories for these worlds, I was much more interested in them. Mainly because the worlds that we go through the movies with feel like work. I could just as easily watch the movie while doing other things, but no, I have to sit and spend 3 hours to go through an hour and a half or 2-hour movie. Longer if you're underleveled or get stuck in a fight. Now, we're about to get into big spoiler territory, so if you want to bow out, now is your chance. So, of course, we have to get the 7 lights and travel to the Keyblade Graveyard. We end up fighting and defeating most of the 13 Darknesses, leaving Xehanorts, and we get some insights on almost all of the Darknesses that we defeat. When we get to Xehanorts, the Keyblade is formed and we enter into the final world for one last fight. So that's all I'm going to talk about because I don't want to reveal anything, but that is kind of hard to do in a review of a story. So I hope I was vague enough for anyone watching. So did Kingdom Hearts 3 live up to its hype? Well, kind of. Kingdom Hearts 3 did not have the option to be a bad game. The gameplay had to be fun and the story had to be satisfying. Now, does this game live up to this? Well, both the gameplay and the story were fun to go through. The writing in Kingdom Hearts 3 was stepped up quite a bit, and if I ever made a list of the top 10 funniest moments in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, most, if not all of them, would be moments in Kingdom Hearts 3. The game has some of the best gameplay rivaling Kingdom Hearts 2. Like I said, after 13 years of build-up, Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't have the option to be bad. So in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts 3 did live up to the hype, just not in the way we expected it to.